Do you know Aceh in Indonesia? Before I tell you all about Aceh, don't forget to click subscribe to support me in my YouTube channel, Maulana Relaxing Official, and I will ask you around the world. Thank you. Aceh is the westernmost province of Indonesia. It is located on the northern end of Sumatra, with Banda Aceh being its capital and largest city. Granted a special autonomous status, Aceh is a religiously conservative territory and the only Indonesian province practicing Sharia officially. There are 10 indigenous ethnic groups in this region, the largest being the Acehnese people, accounting for approximately 80% to 90% of the region's population. Aceh is the place where the spread of Islam in Indonesia began, and was a key factor of the spread of Islam in Southeast Asia. Islam reached Aceh, kingdoms of Fansur and Lamri, around 1250 AD. In the early 17th century the Sultanate of Aceh was the most wealthy, powerful and cultivated state in the Malacca Straits region. Aceh has a history of political independence and resistance to control by outsiders, including the former Dutch colonists and later the Indonesian government. Aceh has substantial natural resources of oil and natural gas. Aceh was the closest point of land to the epicenter of the 2004 Indian Ocean earthquake and tsunami, which devastated much of the western coast of the province. Approximately 170,000 Indonesians were killed or went missing in the disaster. The disaster helped precipitate the peace agreement between the government of Indonesia and the Free Aceh movement, GAM. Aceh was first known as Aceh Darussalam, 1511 to 1945. Upon its formation in 1956 it bore the name Aceh before being renamed to the Darussalam Aceh Special Region, 1959 to 2001, Nangroe Aceh Darussalam, 2001 to 2009, and back to Aceh, 2009 present. In the past it was also spelled as Aceh, Aceh, and Akan. Ecology and biodiversity. Aceh has the largest range of biodiversity in the Asian Pacific region. Among the rarer large mammals are the Sumatran rhinoceros, Sumatran tiger, orangutan and Sumatran elephant. In 2014, there were 460 Sumatran elephants in Aceh, including at least 8 baby elephants. The area has been suffering from deforestation since the 1970s. The first wood pulp mill in Aceh was built in 1982. The government of Aceh intends a law by which 1.2 million hectares would be opened for commercial use. This proposal has caused many protests. Administratively, the province is subdivided into 18 regencies, kabupaten, and 5 autonomous cities, kota. The capital and the largest city is Banda Aceh, located on the coast near the northern tip of Sumatra. Some local areas are pushing to create new autonomous areas, usually with the stated goal of enhancing local control over politics and development. The cities and regencies, subdivided into the districts of Aceh, are listed below with their populations at the 2010 census and the 2015 intermediate census, and according to the latest estimates for July 1, 2019. 18 regencies, kabupaten, and 5 autonomous cities, kota, are Sabang City, Aceh Besar Regency, Banda Aceh City, Aceh Jaya Regency, Pidi Regency, Pidi Jaya Regency, Piriuan Regency, North Aceh Regency, Lok Siumay City, East Aceh Regency, Langsa City, Aceh Tamian Regency, Gaya Luz Regency, Benar Meraya Regency, Central Aceh Regency, West Aceh Regency, Nangroe Regency, Southwest Aceh Regency, South Aceh Regency, Southeast Aceh Regency, Darussalam City, Aceh Singkil Regency, Simulu Regency. The population of Aceh was not adequately documented during the Indonesia 2000 census because the insurgency complicated the process of collecting accurate information. An estimated 170,000 people died in Aceh in the 2004 tsunami, which further complicates the task of careful demographic analysis. According to the most recent censuses, the total population of Aceh in 2010 was 4,486,570 and in 2015 was 4,993,385. The latest official estimate, as at July 1, 2019, was 5,316,320. In 2006, The economy of Aceh grew by 7.7% after having minimal growth since the devastating tsunami. This growth was primarily driven by the reconstruction effort with massive growth in the building, construction sector. The ending of the conflict, and the reconstruction program resulted in the structure of the economy changing significantly since 2003. Service sectors played a more dominant role whilst the share of the oil and gas sectors continued to decline. These sectors are agriculture and fisheries, oil, gas and mining, manufacturing, oil and gas manufacturing, electricity and water supply, building, construction, trade, hotels and restaurants, transport and communication, banking and other financial services. In ethnic and cultural groups, Aceh is a diverse region occupied by several ethnic and language groups. The major ethnic groups are the Acehnese, who are distributed throughout Aceh, Gao, in central and eastern part, Alas, in southeast Aceh Regency, Tamiang Malays, in Aceh Tamiang Regency, Anak Jamie, descendant from Minangkabau, concentrated in southern and southwestern, Kluit, in South Aceh Regency, Singkil, in Singkil and Darussalam, Simulu and Sigulai, on Simulu Island. There is also a significant population of Chinese. Among the present-day Acehnese can be found some individuals of Arab, Turkish, and Indian descent. The Acehnese language is widely spoken within the Acehnese population. This is a member of the Acehamic group of languages, whose other representatives are mostly found in Vietnam and Cambodia, and is also closely related to the Malay group of languages. Acehnese also has many words borrowed from Malay and Arabic and traditionally was written using Arabic script. Acehnese is also used as local language in Langkat and Aceh, North Sumatra, and Kedah, Malaysia, and once dominated Penang. Alas and Kluit are closely related languages within the Batak group. The Jamil language originated from Minangkabau language in West Sumatra, with just a few variations and differences. According to 2010 census of the Central Statistics Agency, Muslims dominate Aceh with more than 98% or 4,413,200 followers and only 50,300 Protestants and 3,310 Catholics. Religious issues are often sensitive in Aceh. There is very strong support for Islam across the province, and sometimes other religious groups, such as Christians or Buddhists, feel that they are subject to social or community pressure to limit their activities. The official explanation for this action, supported by both the governor of Aceh Zaini Abdullah and the Indonesian Home Affairs Minister Gamawan Fauzi from Jakarta, was that the churches did not have the appropriate permits. Earlier in April 2012, a number of churches in the Singkil Regency in southern Aceh had also been ordered to close. In response, some Christians voiced concern about these actions. In 2015 a church was burned down and another attacked in which a Muslim writer was shot, causing President Joko Widodo to call for calm. Traditional weapon in Aceh renkeng is a type of dagger, a traditional weapon of the Acehnese people. The shape resembles the letter L, and when viewed more closely the form is Bismillah calligraphy. In addition to renkeng, the Acehnese people also possessed several other special weapons, such as Saikan Panyang, Purais Al, Purais Tumaga, Suo, Jiliwang and Pudiu. Aceh's traditional house is called Rumah Aceh. This house is a type of house on stilts with three main parts and one additional section. The three main parts of the Aceh house are Siuramo Ku, front porch, Siuramo Tunga, middle porch, and Siuramo Likit, back porch. While one additional part is Rumah Daput, kitchen house. Traditional Acehnese dances illustrate traditional heritage, religion, and local folklore. Acehnese dances are generally performed in groups, in which a group of dancers are of the same sex, and there are standing or sitting positions. When viewed from the accompanying music, the dances can be grouped into two types, namely accompanied by the vocal and percussion of the dancer's own body, and accompanied by an ensemble of musical instruments. Some dances that are famous at the national and even world level are dances originating from Aceh, such as the Rateb Muzakat dance and the Cement dance. Acehnese cuisine uses combinations of spices found in Indian and Arabic cuisine, include ginger, pepper, coriander, cumin, cloves, cinnamon, cardamom, and fennel. A variety of Acehnese foods are cooked with curry or curry spices and coconut milk, which are generally combined with meat, such as buffalo meat, beef, lamb, fish and chicken. Certain recipes have traditionally used cannabis as a seasoning, which is also found in some other Southeast Asian dishes such as in Laos,